Okay, we're in the lesson 1 summary for the 8th graders. We're going to look at different ways that people settled in North America and how they migrated. So what's important in the summary is we learned about all the different kind of Native Americans and where they lived. So they basically felt like they were a part of nature. I think it's going to be really important to show different highlights right here. That they crossed the land bridge. Okay, that's important. That they believe they were a part of nature and treated the environment with respect. That they built the first towns and were the first farmers. And that they lived in different regions and had different ways of life that depended on the climate and the resources. Okay. So if you were to move from one place and establish a home in a new place, a group of large number would be called a migration. So this is moving, and if they say migration, that is related to migrate. All of the physical surroundings in a place, is that their culture, is that their environment, the natural resource, or the cultural region? Because it's saying physical, we're talking about the environment. Useful material found in nature. So when they say material, they're talking about resources. So natural resource. A people's way of life is their culture. But an area where they have the same culture is a cultural region, because region means area. Look at this example of the North Coast. They had forests, they had capes, they had plank houses, they were near the sea, they had a harpoon for seal hunting. Create an anagrid diagram about one cultural region. Alright, so we have to choose which cultural region we're going to use. I would definitely use, let's see, I have to go back, and I think I want to use the Great Plains because I remember all about the grasslands. The Great Basin, Great Plains, Native Americans. So when we're talking about two examples in our diagram of the land and climate, we remember that they had a lot of trees. You gotta remember that the climate was pretty warm, but not anything that was too bad. They had those houses, log houses, 3 adaptations to their environment. So that would be like how they built different weapons. They fished. That's not the basin. That's physical sciences. So I'm going to include engineering probably because they had they would make those spears. They had many different tools. Adaptations to their environment. 5 labels. Okay. So they built tools and houses with their environment. They adapted by using fur from the animals they hunted as clothes. They adapted by using natural resources for their house. They adapted by living near the grass where the animals they hunted lived. Alright, those 3 would be the 3 different ways that they adapted. And then we have 5 different labels for that. So the labels describing the land, climate, and adaptation. So First label, the land was full of grass and soil. Second label would be the climate was cold in the winter and nice in the summer. That's the second label. The third label, next label, the third label, we have that they built tools. The fourth label, the houses were built to keep them cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They had many different tools for different times of year. Alright, so we've got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adaptations, 2 examples of the land and climate. Next section. Reading further, typically for the teachers, they're not going to have you do the reading, explore literature. So we're going to pause here and then move on to the next lesson in a new video.